What up, peeps? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday here in Houston. A little bit hot right now, but at least I got power back. I'm not sure what's happening with you over there, Mike, but this is what I do know. You brought a really nice guest speaker on, IFBB Physique Pro, Jabbaar Tobios, right? Bias. See, I've got a twist tongue here. But anyways, you guys know who he is out there in Long Beach. He's the man. Has come from here. Now he's all the way up here, making it happen. This is going to be a great opportunity for you to come on and ask some great questions. But today we're going to just have a little fun with it. And Mike, you can kind of give us a little bit more insight on how you met this dude and how's it going over there.
Just want to say what's up, everybody. You know how we do it, Rob. I'm glad you got that electricity on, man. I was kind of worried.
Baby.
I'm going to go out there, bring you back to California, man, so you can keep your work going. Hey, what was crazy, though, see, y'all, what y'all don't know, see, I know Robert a little bit better than y'all. So he was in there cooking his food, man, with you didn't have no electricity, nothing. He was still on.
He had a candle.
Had my pre-prep meals, as you know how we do it, Jabbaar. They're all pre-prep, but I had no light to put shit in bowls. So basically what I did was got 2 glass candles that had the light at the bottom and made me feel like I was in my own little private table and prepping my meals for the day, baby. But you got to do what you got to do, you know?
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about you, Rob, man. Great minds think alike. That's the same thing I would have did. But anyway, like he said, we got a great guest today, man. This young man I met a while back ago, man. We connected, we have a great bond. I call him my little bro. He's an entrepreneur. He has his own gym. He's a trainer. He's a coach. He's an IFBB pro competitor. He does it all, and he has an exciting story. So Jabbaar Tobios, aka Philosopher.
Yeah.
And before we start, I'm gonna ask you how did you get Philosopher before you even tell your story?
All right. So the funny thing is though, like I got Philosopher because I'm a fat loss guy. So that's how I started off. A personal trainer, I was a fat loss guy. And then I think real hard about my clients. I don't just give them cookie cutter shit. So I think about my clients. And then you come, and I was Aristotle. I'm a big fan of Aristotle. So y'all know his famous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well, when I was like fit, I like to, I apply, philosophy on people. Philosopher. Oh, there we go. 2014, Philosopher became. It was just Jabbaar for that. It was just Jabbaar. 562 Fitness, then the Philosopher came in 20.
So I was looking at it, man, and I've been knowing you for a while.
Yeah.
I finally looked at it and it says fit loss fur. So that means fitness, you're losing. I got it now. See, it took me, I'm 65.
Hey, and I gotta say, I didn't want to say I was right. I gotta say, if it took you that long to just get it, I saw it when I first read it. I was like, oh, this is a cool catch. And I get it. You are getting a little old and slow, but I get it.
I just thought it was philosophy, man. It was based on that. But hey, now I get it. So Jabbaar, tell them a little bit about your story. We got Steady Said on too. What's up, Said?
Yeah.
Big Said. What's up, big bro? Okay, so you know what, man? I'm gonna start from way back. I've been playing sports all my life. I've been a skinny kid, a poor skinny kid. So when you poor and you skinny, you gonna stay skinny, because you're not gonna really eat and stuff like that, man. But that didn't it didn't hurt my ego. I was never one of the ones to feel pity about myself or anything like that. So I just kept moving along. I had a couple things happen to me in college where it opened my eyes up about things and how some people have your back, some people don't. Everything flipped around and changed when I ended up going to college. So I graduated high school, 1998 from Milliken High School. I played basketball. I was second team all Moore League. Played against a lot of good guys. I didn't get to the big schools, stuff like that. I went to a school called William Penn University in the middle buttfuck Iowa. It's called Oskaloosa, Iowa. So 30 minutes away from Tuskegee, where they did all the Tuskegee Airmen all that stuff at. So I got to school. Before that, let's go even before that. Before I even went to school, I was homeless. So I was homeless from 2000 to about 2002. So sleeping from my friend's house, home to home, inside the car I had before I tried to go get it fixed and couldn't get it out. I slept at a friend's house, and I had I slept on his futon. The only thing I had was a basketball bag of clothes. So that's all I had. I was homeless. The house we had before I became homeless, my mother lost it because her boyfriend at the time was on drugs. And again, in California, the houses are crazy right now, right? the pricing. Back then, we had a 4-bedroom house, 2-story house, 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, car garage, front lawn, all that for $1,500. Now, my mom's boyfriend at the time was a foreman, a contracting foreman. He got paid $2,000 a month or $2,000 a week. How did we lose that house if it only costs $1,500 a month and you get paid $2,000 a week? We ended up being homeless. I had 2 of my brothers went to jail. My mom had my younger siblings, and we just scattered all over the place because we didn't have no place to go. I ended up sleeping in my friend's house, being with him for 2 years. And when I went to college, things changed. Things changed a little bit. When I went to my 4-year college, one of my coaches had reached out before that. Was like, "Hey, there's a school that can take you, and you just want to get away, do what you got to do, man, and just handle business out there. You need to get away." And, I didn't think nothing about it. It's Iowa. Who the hell wants to go to Iowa in the middle of nowhere?
But hey, it's got
right. You know what I mean? So, not knowing, after a while, everybody older than me in my family is from Iowa. Everybody older than me is from Iowa, from Des Moines, Iowa. I'm the first generation California kid in my family, born California kid in my family. So now I'm going to school in Iowa. I still don't know nothing. I still don't know who all my cousins are or things like that. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere by myself. I didn't have a major. I wanted to be a PE teacher. And then once I figured out a lot of those classes wasn't for me, I had to drop them. I had to drop them. In the midst of me dropping those classes and changing my major, I tore my ACL. So I tore my ACL. I went to rehab for a month, and only a month because they kicked me out because the school didn't want to pay for it. So it was one of those. It was one of them. Y'all guys know how it is when you play sports, and it's one of those what do you call it, like mandatory practices, but not mandatory. And if you don't show up, you're in trouble type thing. So I showed up and played, and I tore my ACL, and I had to wait 3 months to get surgery. 2 months to get surgery on my leg. And after that 1 month of recovery, they kicked me out the rehab, and me and my athletic trainer, Josh Erickson, we rehabbed my knee myself. From that point on, I decided I can try to be a personal trainer. Let me change my major because all the other, I couldn't finish my other major, which was athletic administration. There were some classes that I couldn't take. I was failing and stuff like that. Changed my major. Ended up being the best thing I've done because it allowed me to tap into something I didn't think I was really interested in until I tore my ACL. So once I tore my ACL and figured all this stuff out, and we working. And then at that time, kinesiology class, we had to take on a person of the school, like a random person at the school, and train them. I get the damn vice president of the damn school. And now, again, you know how it is. We athletes, so we think we're going to get some athletic people at first.
Right.
She was 65 years old at the time. First client ever. I trained her. She lost 8 or 10 pounds in the 4 weeks we had them. Every other student and client only lost 2 pounds. That's when I knew. I was like, okay, I can do this.
Well, you knew at that point that was your calling.
That was it right there. That was it right there. So and during that time, that's when I rehabbed my ACL too.
I bring it to California. So after that, now you're in California. You get back to California. How did you get started and everything?
Okay, hold up, because I'm sure the people want to know.
Yeah.
What did you do? What did you do to help this lady lose weight? Did you change her meal plan? Did you create a different program because of her age? What was your avenue? How did you go about doing that?
To be honest with you, the only thing I learned how to do and I knew how to do at that time was change the meal plan and work her and make her sweat. That was the only thing I knew how to do at the time. It wasn't an age thing and stuff like that. Yes, that came into play because I didn't know how to do too much. But I was like, okay, if I change her meal plan and just have her sweat a little bit, we gonna do something. And she didn't have no injuries or anything like that. She wasn't one of them, she wasn't an older 65. She was a younger 65. You know what I'm saying?
She was Michael. She was Michael 65. Yeah, like Michael.
Yeah,
like Michael.
like Rock. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the thing was, she didn't really move around a lot because she was the vice president. She would just walk around here and there, but she didn't move. So when we came to the weight room, we all had to take our clients into the weight room all at the same time. We did all that stuff. And man, I still got the notes right now. I graduated college in 2006, and I got the notes right now in my notebook of how much she lost and how much she weighed, all that stuff.
So you broke it down.
Yeah. So the people out there who's listening to Jabbaar right now, he's kind of repeating some of the stuff that Michael and I have talked about. It's all about movement, people. Anybody can make a change. It doesn't matter what your age is. Jabbaar is explaining and clearly stating that he had someone who was of age, and she could have easily said, I can't do this. I can't change my foods. This is how I always lived all my life. I don't want to change. But when you have that mental, I want to make a change, you can make a change, especially when you got a good coach. Like Jabbaar, you have a good coach, and you have someone who's going to actually take care of you along the way. Now, you, of course, got to do the things on your own. That's going to help us move you forward. So Jabbaar is repeating everything we've been telling you guys, and just keep listening to this stuff because you can make a change. So go ahead, Jabbaar, keep going.
It's not an age thing. That's where people need to understand that it's not an age thing. It's a mindset thing. When you put your mind to it, you're going to do it. For instance, when I got kicked out of rehab, I could have gave up on myself. I'm way in Iowa. You know what I'm saying? Right. I could have cried about it. I could have been mad about my basketball career. I could have been everything. But what I did was I took advantage of it and I rehabbed myself. It took me. I got my surgery September 14th, 2005. I had played my first full contact basketball game December 19th, that same damn year. Full contact. Running plays, setting screens. I almost got my ass dunked on the first game back, but it didn't happen because you know what I'm saying? Off my busted leg.
Hey, that's that mindset. That's what today. Yeah, that's what we also talk about. That's what separates us from everybody else. That's why your path became successful. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this. We've talked about this before. Why I know your story, how you got from where you are to today. And it's all about the mindset. We talk about that all the time. Robert has the same mindset. At his age and my age, we wouldn't be here if we didn't. But that's what separates us from everybody else. And we're trying to just get everybody. You don't have to have that mindset, but you have to have a mindset where, like you said, Robert just said it, hit it on the head. You said it, where you want to do it.
Yeah.
It becomes part of your lifestyle. Yeah. Because, hey, when you want to age, when they talk about aging gracefully, that means you want to still look good. You still want to be able to get out of chairs. If you get sick, you want to still be able to heal and not be sick forever. You want to be able to you overcome injuries where you're active still at an older, mature age. And that's what we also talk about. And, you train people from every gamut, every age, every size or whatever, ever. So, just keep hitting it.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's a mindset, man. And the thing is, though, a lot of people don't know where their mindset is until they get tested. Once you get tested, then you can know what you can. I ain't gonna say can't do, but what you can do, because a lot of people don't know what they can do because they've never been tested. And that's what I like to do. I like to push the limits. I push the limits of everybody. I got an 85-year-old client right now who has surgery, and she couldn't do this, couldn't do that. Now that's what she pushing some weight. Right. She walking. Her daughter sent me a text message actually last week, was like, "Thank you very much." When she was with her other trainer, we didn't see a difference. But with you, she's more independent. She drives the car a lot more. She goes to the gym by herself. She lifts weights. She move around more. I said, thank you. I was like, I'm not finna do no like rehab stuff. We're gonna make her strong. We're gonna make her strong while doing the rehab stuff. So it's a mindset. And she could easily be like, no, Jabbar, I don't want to do that. She'll be like, Al, but I'm gonna finish it. You know what I'm saying? And again, she, you know, she's like gung ho with a lot of stuff. So I treat her the same as everyone else. I got a 65.
So is your clientele? I understand that it's a mixture of everyone now, but did it start off like a community type? You know how you have a community where all the people a certain age and that level, or did you go right from mixture of everybody all at once? You have competitors, you have just kind of tell everybody what you got out there.
Okay, so when I first started, out of college, I got my first job at Bally Total Fitness. Y'all know about Bally Total Fitness. Everybody don't know about Bally Total Fitness. Yeah. I got my first job there, and my first client was a female. Her name was Sue. A female. She was one of the people that looked like she wasn't in shape, but was in shape.
Right.
Smashed it. She did good. She became my client later on. Then I had a lot of deconditioned people. From deconditioned, then I had a deconditioned older people. So I had a good mixture. I didn't have no athletes or nothing like that. I had all people that were deconditioned one way or another.
Explain decondition for the people that don't know.
So people that don't know what decondition is, that just means that they're like out of shape, bad. They haven't done a lot of things and not in shape, just not used to doing certain things, not used to moving, not used to their body moving in certain ways, not using any muscles and things like that. So there's someone who works out, there's your athletes, and there's your deconditioned people. Like, so that's the big difference for deconditioned people. And I had a lot of those. So I was like, again, coming out of college, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna train all these athletes. It don't work like that. It did not work like that. And I'm glad it didn't work like that, because if it wasn't for them, I would not know how to do certain things. I would not be where I'm at, because when you get a certain type of athletes and clients and stuff, that might be the only thing you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to learn it all. I want to teach everything. I want to do it all, which is the reason why I'm at where I'm at right now, because I train everybody from boxers to wrestlers to UFC fighters to NFL, AFL players to, Olympic track runners. I've done it all. I train everything.
Are you a group trainer, or do you do individuals time?
So 95% of my clients I train one-on-one.
Okay. Now I want the people to listen to this.
Yeah.
Okay. As a trainer, and when you have a large clientele, like Jabbar is saying, and your hourly trained clients, I'm assuming your hourly clients, right?
Yeah.
So we're looking at 10 to 12 people a day, people. That's an entrepreneurship of a personal trainer who's busy and active. Now, understand that what he's also sharing with us is that you got to be flexible, meaning that as a trainer, you need to be able to go, okay, I have a client who's coming in who's 65. I now have one coming in who's 20. And then I got two coming in that's 35. And so all these things change. So
you throwing your competitors.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so when you're looking at getting a trainer and you're trying to figure out what's best for you, when you interview your trainer, make sure that his or her clientele is a mixture of everybody. Because if they only train athletes, they're not gonna. If you're a beginner, they're not gonna give you that 100% attention, because they don't understand how to download. And if you're training a mixture of people, that way you can download all kinds of stuff as a trainer, and that trainer should be able to support you in whatever realm that you're trying to reach. Because everybody's not out there, and I think Jabbar is gonna probably get to this, but everybody's out there is not about how much shape I can get in. Just make me feel better for my daily activity. The daily activity is what I really want. I want people to leave the gym and go, oh my God, I was able to pick up my laundry today and I felt great. I wasn't able to do that before. Small stuff like that. The people who come in that we're about ready to share for as competitors, those people are already ready. We're now just become a guidance, and we're accountability partner, and we're a spotter, and we're all of those things. And then, of course, create meal plans for them that's going to help them get there. But they kind of have an idea what they want. And so that job is a little bit actually easier. And so when you're working with people like,
to some
at
point.
some point, yeah. Again, each client depends on what desire they have, right?
Right.
And if someone come in with discipline, and they're consistent, the motivation is just there. That's just fuel to the fire. But the discipline and the consistency is the most important thing. And so you're a top-notch guy. So man, when you people out there, if you're catching this in California and you're in his area, this is the type of person you want to interview and see what can happen. So go ahead, Jabbar.
That before you go, Jabbar, the reason why we're here and I'm close to both of you guys is because the way you do stuff, because you're hands-on. There's a lot of trainers out there, man. And that's the one thing that I always prided myself in, that if I have a large clientele, smart clientele, is that I'm hands-on. And when I'm with that person for that hour, 45 minutes or whatever, I belong to them. And I've seen both of you guys in action, and that's how your clients look. Hey, Robert's my trainer. Bar's my trainer. And that's what drew me to you guys, because of the passion that you have. And you have a lot of people doing that cookie cutter online stuff and everything, and they don't never see their people training. They don't never see them working out. They don't do anything with them. To me, man, that's a no-no. And if you want to get mad at me out there, go ahead. I give a fuck. But
it's the truth.
These guys right here, man, hey, if you're looking for trainers in the Houston area, Texas area, Sugar Land, or in Long Beach, SoCal, I'll let you know these are the guys. But go ahead, Jabbar, man, and let us know exactly now. What are you doing now? You have your own gym?
All right, so right now I got my own gym. This is my third gym I opened. It's this particular gym has been open since 2018. Yeah, so it's been open 5 years. And previously I opened up my first gym 2 years after I got that Bally's job. I ended up quitting, man. I quit in a messed up time. And the reason why I say that is because I quit during the time where my ex-wife was pregnant with my son. And I quit when she had him. So during that time, I inherited 3 kids. So my ex-wife ended up having my son in November. And then when I quit Bally's in December, my mom had lost the house she was in when she was with another boyfriend. And I ended up having to take on my little brother and my little sister. So I inherited 3 kids in a month, and it was rough, man. I had no money. I didn't have no job. At that point, we were behind in rent. Our cars got repoed. I really didn't I didn't know what I was doing, but I didn't stop nothing, and I didn't feel too bad because I just don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know why I didn't oh man, I didn't never get down on myself or anything like that. I would never do that to myself anyway, but I've never been damn, man, I'm broke. Man, I got these kids. All I did was, okay, I took it day by day. All right, the next day, okay, I got to go get these kids in school. And then after that, we got to go get this, take the JoJo to the hospital for, his checkup. That's going to be costing me this. And okay, we got to make sure we got medicine and food. I did all that stuff, man. And at that time, one of my partners who I ended up meeting and kind of took under my wing at Bally's, he hit me and was like, yo, bro, I need you. Come check me out. So I went and talked to him. He was like, yeah, I might open up a gym. He said, if I open up a gym, homie, I need you, bro. I need you, big bro, because you help me. You're the only people I trust. And, I know you got my back. I was like, all right, cool. And at that time, I ended up starting to train at this other gym that charged, they charged on a curve. So everybody in the gym had to pay $45 for a membership. And then on top of that, if you have four clients or under, you got to pay $700 a month. And if you had anything above that, it was $1,000. So I'm like, I'm behind. I'm 6 months behind in my rent. My cars got repoed. I ain't about to give you no $700. I'm gonna have to start sneaking people in. So I that's what it was. I had to sneak people in at nighttime because I had the key and all that stuff. I had to sneak people in at nighttime and start training them and getting some of that money under the table, but not knowing he was watching me in the cameras, wasn't paying. My man was watching.
I was about ready to say, who in the hell got cameras in the gym? Nobody.
He was watching me on the cameras, and then it went by about 3 weeks went by. He hit me. He was like, "Yo, you owe me some money." I'm like, "What you talking about?" He's like, "You've been coming here at midnight." I'm like, "Oh shit." So he was cool about it. He was just like, yo, what's going on? I explained to him. I was like, I can't afford this, bro. I can't do this. Right when I got that conversation with him, my boy called me and said, hey, meet me over here. I said, I ain't got no ride. Come pick me up. Came to pick me up. We saw a little spot, little 900 square foot spot. Boom, that was our first gym. First gym, 2009. I just graduated college 2006. I was at Bally's from 2006 to 2008, December. I was struggling from December all the way up until we opened up that gym. That gym opened up in April or May. So I was behind on, I didn't have no money. I was behind on rent, everything. I was walking. I was waiting on, when we opened up that gym, I had clients picking me up to take me to the gym so I could train them because they was on the way. You know what I'm saying? So, we opened up that one. It got to a point to where, again, it was 900 square feet. We ended up knocking the wall down to this one and ended up being 1,500. All right, cool. We got room. Let's bring on some more trainers. Brought on a couple more. We end up moving up front to a front spot so people can see us in the street. So they come by, okay, it's a gym right there, another gym. So then we did that. And then my business partner ended up getting drafted to the AFL. So I'm like, shit, what I'm going to do? He was like, you got to hold it down. So I'll hold it down, then start bringing more trainers in. Another guy came in, I was like, yo, you've been paying your rent for a minute. You on time and stuff. How would you like to be a partner? Brought him in as a partner. And then we got bigger. Now we got about 10 trainers in a 1,500 square foot spot, right? And everybody in the neighborhood is like, who are these guys? Meanwhile, we got another gym across like a block away spying on us. And I'm like, dude, we're like, we're not worried about your general fitness. We over here, we trying to get people in shape. We doing it different. So then there came an issue with them. We had to get into it with them. And I was like, bro, why y'all spying on us, man? We just here trying to make some money. You know, what you mean spy? What can they do? They would send people in and ask questions and stuff like that about what we're charging, what we do.
Oh, your rates, competitive rates. That's business though. That's
checking out the gym, and then before you know it, they working out over there. So, but what we used to do, I used to make my clients run down to that gym, just run in front of them back and forth all the time. So now other people seeing like, who are these people running back and forth? Oh, they from that gym down the street. Now all those people want checking us out, and that's how we grew.
That's from competition, that spot, brother.
Yeah. I mean, at the time, I didn't know. At the time, I'm just like, bro, why are you guys worrying about us? You've been open for 20 years. We've been open for a year. Why are you worrying about us? You know.
So I got a question for you. If you have people out there listening right now, since you're speaking a lot about gym ownership and stuff like that, can you give them kind of a floor plan or format on how you go about step by step, like renting equipment, building, stuff like that, and the concept behind it all?
Yeah. Okay. So how we did it, how every time I've done it, what I did was I went to go look at a space. You go look at a space, see if it's zoned for a gym, not zoned for a gym. See what the price is, see if there's something local, see if there's a gym around. From that point, you go and get the paperwork done. So most cities here, especially here in California, you got to fill out the paperwork and all that crazy stuff first and get approved by the city before you open up a gym. If not, it will come back on you and they're gonna try to kick you out or whatever. But after you get that filled out, they approve you. You move in. You gotta get the health inspector stuff. You gotta do all that. After the health inspector tell you everything is good to go, you start looking for equipment. When you're looking for equipment, in my opinion, don't finance anything. My opinion, you take your money and buy as you go. You buy as you go. Because if you rent something and paying these payments, let's say you get $100,000 worth of equipment. Now, as soon as that equipment comes to your damn gym, it ain't worth $100,000 no more. But you still owe them $100,000 on top of interest. So now you already started your business in debt. You know what I'm saying? And from that point on, you start buying your stuff as you go. You start seeing things happen. You're making certain moves. Your clients are coming in more. Now you keep buying stuff, and then eventually you're going to expand. That's how.
So did you preset? Meaning that did you get 20 pieces of equipment before you open up your gym? Because you can't have like 3 pieces of equipment and go come in here.
I had 3 pieces of equipment when I first opened my gym. I had 3 pieces. I had this gym right here, this specific gym, because I opened this one up by myself. This specific gym, Philosophy Gym, I had $10,000. $3,600 went to the deposit. $1,500 went to the painting. The other changing of the bills. What else? And then I had $3,000 left over, and I bought a bench, a cable crossover machine, a cheap one, a treadmill, a elliptical, and I had a Smith machine. No dumbbells,
So
none of that.
Is when you started, you had enough to train people, though.
To train people, to get started. And I wasn't looking to have nothing crazy. I was just like, you know what? I need this to train somebody. I need this. And then a month or two later, I got some dumbbells. Then after that, I got more stuff. Then as I was going, I saw everything. I built my gym on OfferUp. So my whole gym is built on OfferUp. There's nothing I got that I'm paying payments on. There's nothing I got that I owe money for. Everything I got $500. What can I buy for $500 that fits into my gym equipment that I'm looking for?
And I'm gonna tell you this. I've been to his gym and I worked out there. Mm-hmm. You can work out there. He has everything now.
Mm-hmm. Everything.
So you're a competitor. You got leg press. You got Smith machine. You got the swinging leg press. You got everything now. So
heavy metal weight, everything.
Fully equipped because. I went there. That's my little bro. I checked it out. I'm like, and he knows me how I work out.
Yep.
So I can do everything. So you can go in there, man, and get a good workout in. And he's got the lip, and he even has a room where you can pose and stuff and everything in there.
So 1,500 square footage, you was able to get like one bench, one decline bench, one incline bench, Smith machine, cable crossover. So it's one of everything. Now, what about the trainers you was talking about? You said you had 10 trainers. How do they use equipment?
Yeah, so when I had those trainers, that was like my first gym. So remember, this is my third gym. So this gym, it was only me. It wasn't no trainers. It was me.
There you go.
I ran.
That's now I get that. Yeah, because it's kind of hard to do it when you got a bunch of people in there.
Right.
Yes. And yeah, so I can appreciate that now. So yeah, if you got enough equipment, you can train. Smith machine, cable crossover machine. You can do a lot of shit on just those two.
Exactly. That's what I got. That's you see what I have at my house. And everything for my personal training. You have a Smith machine that has everything on it.
Yeah.
And a cable crossover. Like Rob said, you can do a lot. And everything your gym now is fully equipped because I saw it from the beginning because I saw everything before everybody else. He was sending it to me and say, hey man, look. I'm like, man, that's a nice spot. And it's in a perfect place. Everything right where it's at. And people can get to it. There's easy access. And like he said, he's doing the training by himself. He doesn't have a whole bunch of people in there training because otherwise.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's the only way to go. That's the only way to go.
Yeah.
I think is to run your own shit.
The reason it's like that is because when I moved that other to the second gym I had business partners. And remember the guy I was talking about that I brought him on as a partner, when my other guy left, he ended up being one of those guys that he got it to the point where when we moved to the other gym, the biggest gym I've had, he went to the point to where he bought all of us out. I'm like, bro, how you buy us out? You didn't have no money. You came in here with nothing. The gym is in my name. And it was just a whole mess. I was like, okay.
How did they buy you out?
So when he came in, we gave everybody 25%. He came in with nothing, right? The other guys agreed to give him 25% because he helped me hold it down while the other guy was gone. And then we took on another chick because she wanted to open up a gym. She was the money. So she was like, my daddy give me 30 grand, da, 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 da. I'm like, shit, you sure? We talked to the dad. We met with him. We let him know the plans, all that stuff. Cool. So now, boom, we got the other gym. Now this gym happened in 2012. Okay, so we did that. And it came to a point where he was being a little devious. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, why are you acting like this? So he ended up buying the one that had the 30, brought us in with the 30,000. She had majority, ownership because she brought the money.
Oh, I got it. He snaked you out. He was trying to snake you out.
Snaked us out. So he bought her out. Boom. Now he got 75% or 50% because he got his and hers. And my other guy that ended up playing football and stuff like that, he ended up slowly leaving out. So he sold his shares to him. So now he got 75%. I'm like, God damn, really? Like I brought him in.
I started this.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
You know what I mean? I'm like, damn,
and it ain't you no more though.
Right. So I was like, damn, all right. So it just kept going around like, yeah, that's my gym. I own this shit. I'm like, bro, you don't own shit. Like, this is my name. It got, So long story short, he ended up buying me out because I was done with it because now I'm transitioning into bodybuilding. So that other gym was an MMA fat loss type of thing. Cool, right. Whatever, So I ended up transitioning out of there. He gave me my money. I went to go help Uncle CT out. So Uncle CT hit me. It was like, nephew, I need you to help me open this gym. I don't know how to open no gym. I don't know how to run no gym. What's up, nephew? I'm like, all right, let me think about it. Then he hit me one day. I was like, nephew, what's up? I got the keys. I said, what? Okay, boom.
No, what he said was, fuck you. Get your motherfucking ass over here.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
That's how he would talk.
He said,
I know.
Bring your punk ass over here, nephew.
Yeah.
He was like, you're not gonna help me out? You're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I was like, all right, come on, man.
y'all out there who are listening, CT Fletcher, right? That's what we're talking about. Your man.
Yeah, man.
So to move forward, man, before we close this out, tell us a little bit about some of your champion people that you're training for, like as competition-wise.
Man, actually, some of them on right now, actually. You know what I'm saying? We got Big Sid right here. We got Antonio. We got Big Chloe up in here. We got some of them on right now, Yeah. My goal when I first started this thing, my goal is just to be the best trainer I can be. And
Absolutely.
then, you know what I mean? And then after that, I wanted to be a fighter. All right, start fighting for a while. Cool. I did that. Then I was like, man, what else can I do? I need to be challenged a little bit more. So I stopped fighting because I couldn't fight no more. I didn't want my daughter. I had a daughter. I didn't want my daughter seeing me being violent and stuff. So I ended up venturing into bodybuilding. And from that point, I just want to be the best trainer. But I ended up being better than I thought. Because I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, and because when I started, I got my ass kicked for a whole year. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what it was because I thought I was a trainer. I thought I knew everything. Got my ass handed to me, and it humbled me real good.
Real good. When you get questions you can't answer, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. What do I do? Are you kidding me? I got a degree in kinesiology. I know. Yeah. That ain't had nothing to do with it.
Zero.
Zero. And so I end up, like I said, I just end up, gearing towards more just training a lot more people too. And it happened by accident. I never wanted to be a coach, to be honest. Never wanted to be a coach. I wanted to be a basketball coach. I didn't want to be a bodybuilding coach. It just so happened when Instagram came along, and at the time I probably had 3 clients maybe, and people kept hitting me up like, yo, can you train me? I'm like, nah, I'm not good enough. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just learning from what my coach is telling me. And it kept happening. So I'm like, all right, I'll try. But the only thing I know right now is I'm going to give you what I'm eating, but half of that because you little. So that's how I did everything. And then, man, it just, then I started to realize everybody can't eat the same stuff. Then I started realizing everybody can't train the same way. Then I started realizing some girls can train like guys. And I realized some guys can't train as hard as girls. And I realized some of these guys are stronger than what they look. Some of these strong guys are weaker than what they look. It just came along. Everything just came along, man. And I'm here now.
There you go, man.
That's awesome. How it happened.
And you have and not only do you have your own gym, you have your own teams called Team Fit.
Team Fit.
That's where your competitors and everybody that you've been training are on. And like he said, that we're looking at right now. You have, some of your competitors and people that you train online, and they're giving you, man, the kudos because just listening to your story and everything, man, and how you came about it, it's touching, but we know that they know you're going to give them everything. And I've seen your competitors. I've seen them. And Antonio said, we hungry. Y'all better be hungry because that's my dog right there. That's my little bro. And I see what you guys are doing out there, Team Fit. Man, you guys are awesome, man. A lot of coaches don't go to shows. This cat right here, man, almost every weekend, he got somebody competing. He's at a show. And
you're not a coach if you don't attend the shows. That's the bottom line. That's how I've always treated.
You know what I'm talking about.
And I'm backstage. I'm back there. I'm making sure everything goes well. I'm making sure nobody pass out. I'm making sure everybody's pumped up. I'm making sure I'm tanning it. I'm not tanning it. I'm glazing everybody. I'm back there because I didn't have that. I didn't have that when I started. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have none of that. And I want to give everybody the best experience because I don't, a lot of people have a bad taste in their mouth from their previous experiences from bodybuilding. I want to make sure when people come to me, they don't have that. I want them to brag about me being the best. I want them to brag about, yeah, my coach do this. Your coach ain't backstage? Mine's is. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want that, and again, I'm not saying that to be cocky, but I take care of business. It was, I remember 2023 or 2022, I went to North Americas. I had 6 people for North Americas. And then I had 2 more people had to compete that. So, North Americas go from Wednesday to Saturday, right? So I had 5 people on Wednesday, 2 people on Thursday, 2 people on Friday. Actually, I didn't have a bikini girl at that time. So what I did was I had all those clients right there, boom, from those days, and I had 2 more clients that had to be in Anaheim on Saturday to compete. So I had Big Said. So Big Said went on Wednesday. He ended up going home Thursday. I said, get the girls ready on Saturday morning, and I'll be there Saturday night. So I left. I got on the plane from Pittsburgh Saturday morning at 3 a.m. Got to LAX at noon. Came home, took a nap, ate a little bit, drove my car to Anaheim, and I was there in finals for my fucking 2 girls. So, and everybody's like, "Wasn't you in Pittsburgh?" I'm here now. Weren't you just in Pittsburgh yesterday? I was in Pittsburgh this morning. And that's just what it is. So
Good for you.
I call myself, I'm one of the best coaches. Not the best. I might not be the best men's physique coach. Might not be the best this, the best that. I'm one of the best overall coaches all the way around when it comes to
you.
And just to touch on something before we go, because we got to get out of here. Both of these guys that's on each side of me, they both getting ready for a show. They also compete at the pro level. So what you got coming up, Jabbaar?
Man, I'm 10 weeks out from a Sasquatch in Washington. I was gonna do San Antonio, which is a week before that. I would have been 9 weeks out. But I ended up changing it to the Sasquatch in Washington. 10 weeks out, man. I'm ready to go. I'm on it right now. This might be the best one yet, besides my when I turn pro. I'm on it right now, man. So, and at the same time, I got my people getting ready for North Americas. I got my clients getting ready for October. We all on it. It's full circle. Full circle. I'm leading from the front, as always.
That's awesome, brother. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, for me, I'm a master competitor. I'm 63, so I've been around for a minute. But August 17th, I'm going to be in Florida, Fort Walton, Florida, competing in the Max Fit Pro in my master division of 60 plus. I will then go 2 weeks later to Pittsburgh to the World Championships.
World Masters.
And then from the World Championships, I'm going to come to San Antonio, and I'll do that on the 23rd of September. And if that all goes well, I'm hoping that those 3 shows will qualify me for the Masters Olympia, because you got to have at least 2 wins under your belt the year before. And my goal is to have 3 wins under my belt for that for that thing, and possibly qualify. But other than that, man, brother, why don't you tell the people who are out there watching who are not from your team, but people who are watching, of where you at and where they can find you in general.
All right. So for you guys don't know, I'm in Long Beach, California, but I coach around the world. I have clients everywhere. You can hit me up at Fitlosophy on Instagram, Fitlosopher, or Fitlosophy Gym, or Team Fit on Instagram. And hey, hit me up, man. We here. We do it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like we do it everywhere. Like there's no Rojo does it from everywhere. Even Big Mike, we all do it from everywhere. We're not just in one location. So if y'all looking for any coaches, hit us all up. All the ball head brothers, hit us up. You know what I'm saying?
And we lost our hair because of your asses out there. So from scratching our head at night.
It's okay. It's all right. We look good.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
look good, Paul.
Rojo.
Yeah. So with me, I am Robert Johnson Training, that you see down there at the base of our connection here. And also on Instagram, I'm the Legend Robert Johnson. If you just want to go see my team, you can go to Robert Johnson Training, all on Instagram, and it'll pull up my team, my people that I train. But this is not about me and Mike. This is about our boy Jabbaar. And I want to say that I'm impressed with your passion about this thing, man. And when you have a team of people who believe in you, it doesn't get any better than that. And I think all three of us can shake our heads, says it's really cool because we all have at least 20 or 30 people who are like looking for us every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, of those groups split into whatever amount of times they train with you. Yeah. But this is kind of cool. Your entire story should be a book.
Is it? Oh,
it should be a book. And
I give you guys a little bit. I'm working on it.
Yeah. And so whatever you decide to do with that, man, I wish you well. I'm sure your team is very happy. At least they came on here. And you guys who are on right now, you make sure you go subscribe to our shit. Don't be just on here talking to Mike right now.
Yeah.
So go subscribe. And so, Mike, tell them a little bit about you, brother. You're out there.
Hey, you guys can reach me at House of Darkness Fitness on Instagram, Big Darkness 59 on Instagram, and also on YouTube at Big Darkness 59. I don't train as many people as these young guys because they're younger than me, and they have probably more patience than I do at this point in my life. But I pick and choose my people. People hit me up all the time. If you're committed and you really want to get some training in, I got you. I'll get you in the best shape of your life because, hey, I'm 65. I call it my Medicare year. I'm on my Medicare year, man. And hey, I'm not saying I'm the best looking, but I'm still walking around and I can still get out of these chairs and stuff. And I know a lot of 65.
There you go.
But I just want to thank Jabbaar, man, for coming on, man. We've been talking about it for a while, man. He's another little brother of mine, man. Amazing story. And I told Robert, I said, man, you got when you hear his full story, because you guys have met before, his full story, I follow a lot of your people that you train. I Big Stead, man, hey, that's my C brother over there. He know what's up. But you have a following, man. You have a passion for what you're doing. And I always tell you, man, keep leading the way you lead. Don't change. Continue to be great every day, man, because you see now, man, and we talked about this when it wasn't happening like you wanted to happen. I said, you don't see what I see. People are going to come to you, and you look at what you're doing. When you showed me the new place, I said, it's all over now. And people, if you want to train and you want to win, these are the two people you better get with. I'm telling you right now, if you want to be a competitor down the road, right here. So with that being said, that's about it, man.
Man.
You got anything else you want to close out with there, my man?
Man, thank you guys for having me on. It was an honor. I don't get approached with brothers, with opportunities a lot. You know what I mean? And this is the type of thing we need to keep going to keep, doing things to support each other. You know what I mean? So like I have my few, you know what I mean? If I'm doing something wrong, Big Said to get on me. You know what I'm saying? Man? If I'm doing something right, Mike, I know you've been on my tail a few times. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I need. That's what we all need. That's what we love. And I'm okay with that. And man, it was an honor to be on here with you guys, man. So hopefully we can do it again, man. And and we can make something else happen, man. So I thank you guys. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, people out there. I hope that you got enough of everything from my boy Jabbaar. Go follow this dude just to kind of see what's going on. Even if you're in Texas, just go check him out. We're all about subscribing to us, letting people know what we do here. We're all about bringing guests on, letting you share your story so that hopefully our connection will get you connected with other people. And we just move forward. It's all about a support system, sharing health and wellness, and on a positive way with no holds barred. We talk everything here. We talk steroids. We talk everything that's under the sun. We bring it out, and because there's nothing taboo about fitness
at all.
Nothing taboo.
Man,
all right. You got anything, Mike?
Nah, with that being said, man, it's time for me to go eat. I know you had your last meal, but I ain't nothing all day because I'm on the 1 meal a day plan for this today. So I got to go eat, bro.
Man, thank you guys. Man. Thank you.
Peace out.
Talk to you guys soon.
All right. All right, man.